All right, here we go. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Sanctum Sanctorum podcast, Bad Things. But here's the worst thing about this movie. And this is where you and I are going to argue.
Maybe I'll just surprise you and be like, oh, you know what? You're hella right, man.
You won't.
No, probably not. So let's go.
These are children. And children go through trauma all the time. And it is horrible. And we aim to create a world where kids don't have to live in traumatic environments and have horrible things happen to them. Period. The end.
I'm 100% with you so far.
That said, sometimes kids can overcome things and become better agents in the world having gone through said trauma. Do you agree?
I think that they can become better agents in the world having confronted their trauma, not having gone through it, but having confronted and come to terms with it
Yes.
and faced it.
That's a better way of what I was poorly trying to say.
All right. So then, yes, I agree.
These kids don't deal with anything. They sort of have this moment, but then it's like, did you actually confront it? And I feel like where you fell in love with them doing that in this movie, you gave such garbage to Bruce Wayne in Batman. The guy confronts his own trauma of bats, of his parents in Crime Alley, and you're like, terrible development. I didn't like the character. It just doesn't go anywhere. And here you're like, oh, the bravery.
Yes.
Have you anything to say?
You're absolutely correct. And here's why you're absolutely correct. One, Bruce never really, to me, and again, look, this is just my interpretation of these things. To me, Bruce never really, and I don't want this to become a Batman versus New Mutants discussion.
We're going to get canceled. It's fine.
But Bruce never really defeats his trauma. He never fully confronts it. So he runs away as a kid. Like, he moves away, goes to, prep school or college or whatever. He comes back when Joe Chill has been put on trial, and his intention is to kill him, and then never gets the chance, and then he runs away again, and trains to fight bad guys. He doesn't really confront.
Yeah.
He doesn't really confront why people do. Why he doesn't confront why that happened. He doesn't confront what exactly happened. He says, "Oh, I'm scared of bats, so it's time that bad guys are also scared of bats." That doesn't work for me in the same way this does, where you have characters like Ileana, who was victimized by men over and over and over and over again as a little girl, and finally has a moment where she's able to physically defeat them. Kind of the same with Danny. She's able to physically confront what brought her nothing but fear, what destroyed her tribe, and she's able to confront it and control it. Rain is able.
One-off instances, though.
So was this. So was Bruce's.
No, but Bruce continues to do it again and again and again.
He's not really confronting anything. He's just bullying people, really.
Well, how is it any different than, okay, so how do you define confronting your trauma?
They literally confront their trauma. Now, because of the kind of movie this is, their trauma
because we said that's what they're doing.
You literally see it. They have the literal opportunity to face what it is that brought them to this dark place and deal with it. They're forced.
Metaphorically.
Well, of course, metaphorically, because most of it involves death.
Right, but Bruce is actually facing real life with his limp, so to speak. Like, he's dealt with his trauma, or at least had it happen.
He hasn't dealt with it. That's the thing. He never actually deals with it. In that movie, He never actually deals with
So
it.
you're saying if he deals with it, then he'll not become Batman?
He never really confronts, whether right or wrong, he never kills Joe Chill. He never confronts him. He had an opportunity to stand up in court and have something to say, and he just walked off. So he never really
I would say
confronted.
that's dealing with it.
It's not. He never really confronted the source of his trauma, whereas the New Mutants did.
According to you.
I said this was my interpretation of it. I said at the
I
beginning.
can't see how I can't see how, if anything, I see him getting up and walking away as saying, no, I will not give in to the darkness because I'm better than that.
But then he was about to give into the darkness, and somebody got to it first.
And he didn't.
He was about to. Somebody got there first. That's the
But he
only. That's
didn't.
the only thing that stopped him. And he even says, now I'll never, get the chance. So I intended to. Somebody took the opportunity. I wish I still had the opportunity. He had the opportunity to confront it in the right way and in a healthy way. He decided not to. And then the way to confront it in the wrong way was taken from him, and he became an angry little person about it and went and ran off to Tibet in order to deal with his problems. And again, he comes back, doesn't really deal with his problems. He just beats people up till he feels better. But he doesn't confront the problem of why the thing that traumatized him happened in the first place, which is the problem that Gotham is built on. That's the cause. He never really
Which is?
that Gotham is built on corruption. Gotham is built on desperation and the poor and the frustrated and the angry.
So then he becomes the thing that inspires hope and begins to turn the system around. You wouldn't call that dealing with it?
No, not really. Not in the same way, because he never confronts the source of his trauma. These characters
What does
confront
confronting the source look like for you?
deal like literally
Like
literally
how?
literally confronting it the way that they're able to. I can never confront my trauma without superpowers the way that these characters are able to, because nobody has the power to manifest the people that hurt me or the things that hurt me or the whatevers that cause the problems, to appear in front of me so that I can face them. Batman, they had the opportunity to do that. Bruce never actually does that. He had the opportunity to do it twice. Once it was taken from him, fair enough. But the first time he had the opportunity to deal with it, and he chose to walk away to walk down a darker path.
I see this very differently.
That's fine. I said this is just my interpretation. And again, look, all of our own experiences and our own traumas and all of that are going to inform how we visualize these things and see them. But I'm just saying that that's how I saw them as different, and that's why I saw them as different.